You and I both know that Liverpool's midfield was, let's just say, less than stellar last season. We've been craving that missing link, that game changer in the middle of the park. Well, guess what? Liverpool went out and snagged Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich, a player many had written off as a failed talent. But oh boy, he has started proving the doubters wrong. Now, you might be wondering, why would Liverpool sign a guy who didn't exactly light it up at Bayern? And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? But interestingly, Gravenberch is already showing signs of being the midfield maestro we've been missing. So, how is this so-called failed talent on track to completely transform Liverpool's midfield in just one season? Stick around, you won't want to miss this. But before we get started, do me a favour, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, drop a comment below, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss out on any content like this. Now, let's rewind the clock a bit and talk about where it all began for Ryan Gravenberch. Born in Amsterdam, this guy kicked off his football journey at a local club called Zeebrugge. Now, Zeebrugge isn't exactly a household name in football, but it's where Gravenberch got his first taste of the beautiful game. Soon enough, his talent caught the eyes of scouts from Ajax, one of the biggest clubs in the Netherlands. At just 8 years old, he joined the Ajax Youth Academy, and let me tell you, he didn't just blend in, he stood out. He broke records, becoming the youngest ever Ajax player to debut in the Eredivisie at just 16 years and 130 days. And let's not forget to mention, he won the Abdelak Trophy. That's an award recognising the best talent in the Ajax Academy. Yeah, he was that good. But here's where it gets really interesting. After years of dazzling performances and a trophy cabinet that was starting to fill up, Gravenberch made a blockbuster move. He signed with none other than Bayern Munich, one of the giants of European football. Now you might be thinking, that's it, he's made the big leagues. But hold that thought, because his time at Bayern wasn't that fascinating. You see, Bayern Munich is a club where stars are supposed to shine even brighter. But for Gravenberch, the spotlight seemed a bit too glaring. He found himself struggling to fit into the team's dynamics. Whether it was the tactical setup or the high expectations that come with playing for a club like Bayern, things just didn't click. He had 34 appearances for the German Giants, but he only managed to score 1 goal and provide 1 assist. For a midfielder of his calibre and promise, those numbers were underwhelming. The fit just wasn't right. Slowly but surely, Gravenberch found himself on the fringes more often than in the spotlight. Now, most clubs would look at this scenario and reconsider signing a player who didn't make an impact at such a high-profile team. But not Liverpool. The Reds saw something in Gravenberch that went beyond the stats and the headlines. They saw raw talent, versatility, and a player hungry to prove himself. Liverpool knew that sometimes a change of scenery is all it takes for a player to unlock their true potential. So they went ahead and signed him, brushing aside any labels that have been slapped on him before. They truly noticed that Gravenberch's style of play was more suited to a high-pressing, dynamic system than Bayern's more structured setup. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Sometimes the fit is just off, but that doesn't mean the peg isn't valuable. Liverpool recognised this and seized the opportunity. But was it his ability to control the midfield, his knack for breaking up plays, or his eye for that killer pass that made Liverpool fascinated about him? Starting off at Ajax, Gravenberch was nothing short of a revelation. He was part of the squad that clinched the Eredivisie title, and his performances were so eye-catching that he won that Abdelak Trophy. This stamp of approval says, this guy is the real deal. And remember, at Bayern, he had the 1 goal and 1 assist in 34 appearances. Not the kind of stat you want to write home about, but remember, stats don't always tell the full story. He did have moments of brilliance, glimpses of the player he could become. It's just that the fit wasn't right, and sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles in football. But here comes the exciting part. At Liverpool, Gravenberch is already turning heads. He was the standout performer in Liverpool's 2-0 win against Everton, and Jurgen Klopp even called him the best player on the pitch in their UEFA Europa League win. He's not just filling a spot in the midfield, he's owning it, making it his personal playground. And then it's not just about the stats, it's about the intangibles. The way he reads the game, the way he positions himself, and the way he lifts the team when the chips are down. You can't measure these qualities, but they all make a difference on the pitch. And the best part, he's just starting at Liverpool and the sky seems to be the limit. But how exactly is he turning out to be a perfect fit for Liverpool? First off, let's talk about playing style. Gravenberch is a midfielder who can do it all. He can break up play, control the tempo, and even chip in with goals and assists. He's got the technical skills to dribble past opponents and the vision to pick out that killer pass. Now, what makes him a gem for Liverpool? Gravenberch isn't limited to just one role on the field. He's a versatile central midfielder who can adapt to various positions, whether it's as a lone defensive midfielder, part of a duo, or even pushing up as an attacking midfielder. Talk about a multi-talented player. At Bayern Munich, he averaged 3.4 attempted dribbles per 90 minutes. Even though he didn't quite find his groove there, he showcased his ability to impact matches, especially in the final third. He's the kind of player who can drive with the ball, making him a constant threat to the opposition. And well, he is already adding depth and versatility to Liverpool's midfield options. Whether he's in a more defensive role or showcasing his attacking prowess, he's making his presence felt. He truly has the potential to transform Liverpool's midfield. His playing style complements the high-pressing, fast-paced football that Liverpool loves to play. He's the kind of player who can slot right into the team and make an immediate impact. And given his young age, there really is no limit for what he can achieve at Anfield. To top it off, standing at 6'3", Gravenberch adds a physical edge to Liverpool's game. He's a force to be reckoned with during set pieces, offering Liverpool an added advantage in both defence and attack. It's like getting two players in one. And you see, when a player and a club come together, it's not just about what the player can do for the club, it's also about what the club can do for the player. And in the case of Gravenberch and Liverpool, it's a match made in football heaven. This young talent is in a system that allows him to flourish. Jurgen Klopp's high-pressing, fast-paced style of play is right up his alley. He's got the freedom to be the versatile midfielder he's always been, whether it's breaking up plays or joining the attack. And let's not forget Jurgen Klopp himself has praised Gravenberch as an important and influential figure for the club. On the other hand, Liverpool gets a midfielder who's versatile and incredibly promising. He can be that game changer, the player who can turn the tide in crucial moments. He's already shown glimpses of this in his early days at Liverpool, and the fans are loving it. It's a win-win. And when you look into the future, trust me, it's looking bright for Gravenberch. He's already making waves in his early days at Liverpool, but this is just the beginning. With a manager like Jurgen Klopp, who's known for nurturing young talent, Gravenberch has the perfect mentor to guide him to the next level. We're talking about a player who could very well become the next cornerstone of Liverpool's midfield for years to come. And let's not forget, Gravenberch is still young. At just 21, he's got years ahead of him to refine those skills and gain invaluable experience. Anyway, what do you think? Is Ryan Gravenberch the missing piece that will transform Liverpool's midfield into an unstoppable force? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.